afternoon, everyone. We are Paige, Caroline, and Dahlia. Do you know how many hearing impaired people in our country? There are 400,000 in Korea. Quite a big number, isn't it? You may meet them on your way, or you may just see them, and you may receive for help too. We will give you an answer for that embarrassing situation. We are going to show how to communicate with hearing impaired person. Before we start our presentation, I will give you something. You must be familiar to the word deaf. But in fact, hearing impaired person is the right word instead of deaf. But for inconvenience, we will use the word deaf in this demonstration. Please excuse us. And here is one situation. What? 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 Is anyone who knows what this person wants to say? No one here? Then you cannot help the deaf people when you meet them on your way. Can you? In this situation, you're blessed if you have a pen and paper so you can write the answer, but what if you don't have them? And here it is. This book will make you communicate with deaf people in fluency.
This book's title is The Premium Sign Language. It's written by three people who have hearing impaired family, so you can learn the sign language much easier than study alone, because this book written for explaining to non-impaired people. You can buy this book nearby bookstore. According to this book, there are two kinds of the deaf, which are the congenital deaf and acquired deaf. The acquired deaf is people who lose hearing sense by accident. So they can't hear, but most of them can talk with others. However, the congenital deaf don't have hearing experience, so they can't hear and talk either. Like these things that have some difference in the communication between two cases. The way to interact with the acquired deaf is the oralism. The oralism means that understand just with facial expressions and lip movements. This book explains how to do accurate mouth shapes and the tongue's position for perfect oralism. For example, in the prior situation, the deaf asked us the position of the toilet. Now we can answer like this. You have to talk clearly. Building 6, second floor, down the hall. Now let's see the situation. I'm hearing impaired person. Where is the toilet? Where is the toilet?
Okay. Building 6, second floor, down the hall.
Okay.
Building 6, second floor, down the hall.
We can help this girl using the oralism. By the way, if this girl was the congenital deaf, so this girl can't understand the language, then what can we do for this girl? What if we are not able to show our mouth shapes and our exact mouth shape? Let's see the situation. I'm hearing impaired person. Where is the toilet? I'm hearing impaired person. Where is the toilet?
Building 6, second floor, down the hall.
Okay.
Building 6, second floor, down the hall.
In this situation, do you know why this person cannot understand your realism? As I told you, there are two kinds of the deaf, which are congenital deaf and the acquired deaf. And the congenital deaf cannot understand your realism because they cannot speak. Thus, how can he communicate with the congenital deaf? The way is using the sign language. The sign language is a conversation doing with hands. The sign language is the language which can communicate with all kinds of the deaf, because it is their mother tongue. Let me tell you the reason. For the deaf, there is no auditory word, so the instinctive ways for speaking are gestures and motions. Therefore, when we use the sign language, we can keep conversation much easier than if we don't. Go back to the prior situation. Do you know how to express the answer in the sign language? Then we open this book again. Let's find out 6th building, second floor, down the hall, and it is there in the book. Oh, I find out this at the first time. We can give explanations that 6 is, building is, number 2 is, down the hall is, and it is there is. Let's get into the situation. I am a hearing impaired person. Where is a toilet? 6th building, second floor, down the hall, and it is there. Thank you. You're welcome. Did you see that? If you try to speak in sign language, you could help them much easier. We told about how to communicate with the hearing impaired person. Remember that there are 3 ways how to communicate with them. First one is the writing on the paper, and you will write the answer on the paper and show to the deaf. The second one is the oralism. You show your accurate mouth shape to the deaf. And the last one is the sign language. You use the deaf word and speak to them.
Although it has little discomfort that we have to learn the sign language, but why don't we learn the third foreign language for the deaf who needs help?
Just for a couple days. A little help can be big expression for them. We are Paige, Dahlia, and Caroline. Thank you for listening our demonstration.